Hey everybody, Andy Kvernen here with another Cornerstone Connection daily devotional. Just yesterday I got a text from one of my sons that indicated that there was another act of violence on a University of Wisconsin campus that was really disconcerting. And it was especially disconcerting because it was on the campus of the college that my son attends. Now, he wasn't there on campus, and yet it hits close to home when there are spaces and places where people are being hurt and violence is being done in familiar territory. And as I'm recording this, I'm sure there'll be more news that'll come out, so I'm not going to speak to the specifics of the event, but it reminds me of how broken our world is. And of course, we see that all the time. We turn on the news and we see that the world is broken, but when it hits close to home, it can be particularly troubling. And of course, the world being broken is not a new phenomenon. The world has been broken ever since Adam and Eve chose to rebel against God and to eat of the forbidden fruit. And in Psalm 79, we get yet another lament for a broken world. But I want you to notice, as the psalmist here, it's a psalm of Asaph, as Asaph responds to the brokenness that he sees with some very specific requests. And I think these requests are apt for what and when we observe as broken in the world today. He says this in verse 579. He says, "How long, O Lord, will you be angry forever? Will your jealousy burn like fire? Pour out your anger on the nations that do not know you, and on the kingdoms that do not call upon your name, for they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his habitation." In other words, his prayer here is much like Habakkuk's prayer was, the one that we studied for the last 4 weeks here at Cornerstone. God, do something about the evil that's in this world. And don't you ask God that sometimes? I found myself just asking God, would you please bring about righteousness and justice and goodness in the place of evil, in the place of violence. Protect our kids, protect our students, protect our hearts as we engage with you in a broken world. The psalmist here, he's asking those questions, but then he says this, and I think this is particularly helpful here for today. He says, "Do not remember against us our former iniquities." Okay, he's saying, look, I know I'm a sinner. I know we're sinners. I know we've been a part of the evil. It's not just the evil that's out there, it's the evil here. But God, as you think about that, don't remember our iniquities. Let your compassion, he says, come speedily to meet us, for we are brought very low. We're needy, God. We need your compassion. We need your mercy to be on display here. He says, "Help us, O God of our salvation, for the glory of your name. Deliver us and atone for our sins." Why? He says, "For your name's sake." Deliver us for your name's sake. He develops it. He says, "Why should the nations say, 'Where is their God?' Let the avenging of the outpoured blood of your servants be known among the nations before our eyes." What's he saying? He's saying, look, God, come to the aid of your people for your reputation, for your glory. Yeah, we've sinned, we've fallen short, but God, deliver us according to your nature for your reputation among the nations. Friends, I think we can have confidence that God delights in answering this prayer. How do I know? Well, John 3:16 says that God sent his only Son into the world to save the world from its sins. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. God sent his Son to atone for the sins of the world, to atone for your and my sins, and all who put their faith and trust in him. Friends, is the world broken? Yeah, it is. But God is at work redeeming that which is broken and making it new. We can trust him. When you're experiencing the brokenness of the world, lift your eyes to the heavens and invite God to deliver you. I'm convinced he delights in responding to that prayer. Have a great day, friends, and Lord willing, we'll see you again soon on the Cornerstone Connection Daily Devotional.